Hi, I'm Andres Forero. I'm an English instructor and I have been making these Versant videos and I want to thank you all for watching them, sharing your thoughts in the comment section, and it's been great. So thank you very much for the views, the likes, and maybe you probably share the videos sometimes. And thank you again. Now, today's video will be about open questions. How to handle the open questions in the Versant test. And for that, I have some tips based on what I've learned from talking with some of you. I have talked to applicants from India, from the Philippines, and from Costa Rica, and from my own country, Colombia. So here are the tips I have for you. Number one, know your audience. That means keep in mind that you are talking to a prospective employer. So you want to keep it positive and friendly. That's my tip number one. Tip number two, keep it simple. For these open questions, just give a simple answer. Normally, you are asked to take a stand or take a side. So take any side, it doesn't matter, but keep it positive and friendly, okay? Okay, tip number three. All the tips from number 3 and on will be about the way we talk. English is our second language, or anyways, it's a foreign language for us, so we do have an accent and we want to make sure we speak clearly. And it's normal that we mispronounce words sometimes, it happens, so that's why for this exam we have to be extra careful. And tip number 3 is enunciate. So speak clearly and make sure you enunciate every word. Okay, don't overdo it like I'm doing it right now, but it is important to enunciate. Tip number 4, it's gonna be tone. Tone is like the music of your voice. You want to avoid, and this is something I've heard from students in basic levels, it doesn't matter what country you are in, it's that when you're studying speaking English, you keep a very flat tone of voice and it's very monotone and it's hard to follow and understand what you're saying because you don't emphasize any words and it's super flat. So what you want to do is play with the intonation a little bit and make it sound nice. So for that, it's important to keep it positive. Keep a smile on your face and try to enjoy the test. So tone is like that music. Tip number 5, pacing. Some students, the ones I heard from Costa Rica, from Colombia, actually all the students I interviewed, they spoke too fast and it was really hard to follow. Yeah, you may say some things fast, but you also want to slow it down to add some emphasis. So that's tip number 5, pacing. Tip number 6, volume. Make sure you speak loud enough for the microphone to pick up what you're saying. Emphasis. Add some emphasis to important words in your message. Like if we're talking about, sports, you want to highlight those words and verbs that carry more meaning in the sentence. Okay, the next tip is pauses. Make some pauses when you're talking. Pauses to add emphasis and convey some emotions. Last one will be grammar. Okay, the next one is grammar. And about the grammar part and vocabulary, my advice is play to your strengths. Okay, if you're good at using conditionals or adjectives or considering hypothetical situations, go with that, okay? Just go with it and do your best. And the next one is gonna be, many people laugh at me because of this advice, but smile. Keep a smile on your face when you're taking the test. It'll help you keep a positive attitude. It'll help you with your tone and you might actually perform the best you have to offer during the test. Okay, so now this is the time for me to show you in an example how I use these tips. So I'm going to answer an open question. I'm gonna use the question I have in the mock test I posted a couple of months ago. By the way, thank you for the 1,000 likes. I'm working on a new mock test, like a full test. I'm on it. Just give me some time, a couple of weeks maybe. And now I'm gonna do the example, okay? The question I'm gonna use, where is it? here it is. The question I'm gonna use is, do you think television has had a positive or negative effect on family life? So, 40 seconds to answer. Okay, I believe television has had a positive effect in family life. It has become another option to spend time together, to share a little bit, maybe watch a movie or watch a TV show and talk about it after you watch it. And even though it's not as meaningful as probably going camping or going to the park to do some sports, it's still something you can do with your family. So why not? Just go ahead and try to make sure you don't spend all your time watching TV. Okay, okay, it wasn't that great, but at least it was an example of how to use, like intonation, tone, pace, pauses, add emphasis to some words. And as you notice, my grammar wasn't anything special. And I think it could be a good answer. You let me know if you're an evaluator. You let me know in the comments, like, you know what, that was a terrible answer. I'll give you like 20 points out of 80. But in my experience, I have taken the test 3 times, and this is the kind of answers I give. And I've always gotten a very good score, like an 80 out of 80. I'm gonna show you my results later. And that's it for today. Leave more open questions in the comments so I can consider them for a future video. And that's gonna be it. Let me know what other questions you have or what else would you like me to cover for the Versant test. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.